I'm doing a little short video of my solar panel lift system. That's just a regular cheap Reese trailer hitch, trailer jack. I bought a drill from Harbor Freight, a cheap $49 one. Bauer, I believe it's called. I'll be tightening a chuck onto the shaft that comes out of the jack. Get it hand tight as I can, and then I'll put a tack welded all the way around there so it doesn't come loose, so I don't have to worry about any of that. What I had to do when I took the jack or the drill apart is cut the little ears off that go all the way around that would screw and hold it into the plastic frame of the drill handle, and all I'm using is the guts. If you look up there, you'll see where the wires are. They're going to come out. I'll drill a little hole there, and that's where I'll run my wires into a toggle switch inside the trailer so I can hit it and extend it out, hit it the other way, and it'll draw back in. Now here I just put this on there to seal it up to keep the moisture and the weather out. You'll see in this crack here I still have to JB weld it all the way around to keep it sealed up good, hold everything in place. Muffler pipe's what I'll probably use. Get one that's just slightly bigger, because if you look, there's a bit of a lip there. Since this and the jack pipe are the same thickness on the outside diameter, and this is a little bit bigger, I can't get in there and grind it down, or there won't be nothing left for this to hold to. And you need all that, the motor not spinning inside. It needs to be stopped to this. What I'll do with that, when I get it all JB welded in there, I'll use some silicone caulk in there. And there's a few spots that I won't get into the electric. I'll silicone it there and get it good and sealed up so it doesn't spin. Make sure before I put everything together that it's stationary, not going nowhere. Shouldn't take too much. Now, the motor part of this, where it meets up to the drive shaft, see the two colors in the plastic difference. There's a crease that goes all the way around. This has like 3 tabs that comes out of it, and it's a keyway. You slide it in and twist it, and that's what locks it in. So what I did is when I had it apart, I put a bead of super glue all the way around this piece and all the way around that piece, so when I stuck it together and locked it, the super glue's dried and it ain't going to come apart in there no more. So once I get the pipe here JB welded inside there to the shaft, this shaft isn't going to spin with this and a little bit of caulk. I should be problem free. So only thing left to do now to get it done is get that up there, get it tightened, get it welded, and then find my pipe that goes on here. Now on this end there's a foot. I'll have to cut a little bit of the pipe out both sides so that foot gives me a little bit more range, because it'll be at an angle like this, tied on top of the trailer to the solar panel, so when the leg extends it pushes the solar panels up and down. So on this side of the pipe I'll end it whatever distance is good up there, and I'll weld the end up with a piece of metal, and then I'll have to put a bracket like this on this end so it swivels on both ends, it doesn't bind up. But that's going to be my lift system. All it took was a little hand grinder, and this here that looks like it's metal on your drill is really plastic. It come off easier. If I'd have known it was so easy, I wouldn't even have probably got a hand grinder. I'd have just took a file to it. Now inside that pipe, if you'll look, if it'll get clear for me, I had to take and grind out 4 spots where the screws right here, there's 4 of them that go around it, hang out a little bit farther than the 1.5-inch elbow or T would go on. So I ground them out, marked them where the screws were going to be, so it slides up and it gets tight when I get it up in there. Be nice and snug, leave me enough room for JB weld, stick it in there and make sure it dries real good before I put anything together. But I just wanted to do a quick video before I get it all together. I watched Luke Fugate's video, is where I come up with this idea. He does it a little bit different but it's pretty much the same thing, and he's the one that told me to do JB Weld up here. I was gonna kind of thinking super glue holds pretty good, the Gorilla super glue, but I know JB Weld holds better, and that's what he said to go with, so I'm gonna trust his judgment on that. But when I get it all done, before I stick it on, it'll be in another video when I get it up on top of my trailer. I just wanted to do a step-by-step that he didn't do, because you know, first time you want to make sure you're doing it right. You don't want to screw anything up. All right, well, God bless, and thanks for watching.